Welcome back, everybody. I am Kevin Knowles. This is our third segment of YGOU University Week 3. I am joined by
Bryce, Michael,
and Alex.
And if you do enjoy our content, please check us out at patreon.com/TCGUniversity. Now, the third topic of the week is going to be slept-on cards. And by slept-on cards, I mean underrated cards. So when they first came out, nobody played them. And then after a little bit of time or a length of time, they became really, really good or expensive or just saw general good amounts of play. Now, we're seeing that a lot already. I'm just going to clarify it. With Links, Token Monsters, we all know. They're really good now, and so we don't really have to talk about those ones. I want to get into some like really, really niche ones, some really interesting ones. So, Michael, I'm going to have you start it off because I think you got some good ones to talk about.
Okay. Well, there's like some spell trap hate that has been slept on by some of you students out there. Back when Nightbeam first came out, that card, a lot of people talked about it, but shortly it died off because Heretics, they didn't play any back row. they didn't play any back row. They just killed you in one turn. But I mean, there's a lot of OTK decks going around. So, like Nightbeam was slept on until I want to say Cliff Forts and Burning Abyss came back around. And then, I like that one. I think another one that some people are going to start playing now, especially in like Burning Abyss, is like Galaxy Cyclone. I think that card was bad for a long time, and it can finally see some play again.
Oh, it just recently, talking about Marketplace, it just went up to $20 a piece right now.
Yeah. Shout outs to Samuel Shaner. He brought that card into my
attention.
To my attention. Yes.
Talking about spell and trap hate, I want to talk about something, and this was when I was playing Fire Fist, and it's here at the Omaha Regional, and I played a Full House, and that card didn't see the light of day until I played. Someone else played it before me, but I took inspiration from Dalton and played it at the regional, and it was insane.
Dalton Douchman?
I'm not naming names, but he played Full House in his Fire Fist deck, and I was just like, that seems broken. And then he let me know why he was playing it in the interactions, and then I played it at the regional, and it was just insane.
Clean.
Like, and then it became the most popular side deck card of its format.
Yeah, and then
overworked.
Yeah, it was just crazy because
slept on.
Because in the Fire Fist mirror match, or even Mermail, even in the Mermail matchup, which is what it was really mainly for, you would you'd have like Tenki, and then they'd either Tenki, and then you can just blow up both Tenkis and 3 set cards and just blow them out that way. Mermails, you can blow up the Sphere because it's face up now, stuff like that. So that was an underrated card that I don't even think I thought about until that point, and then it became one of the main staple side deck cards of that format.
Yeah, both of them overworked in.
Yeah, they were both just kind of like trash cards, and then it was like, oh wow, okay, these cards are insanely good, and then they popped up to like $10-15 for the commons. I think like maybe $5, like
maybe $5.
And these cards were like, I'm pretty sure I ripped a bunch of them. Like they're just so bad. So like,
even now I'd rip them.
And any other spell and trap ones? I guess we can just stay on that
spell
theme.
And trap hate.
Yeah. Do you have any other ones that were like interesting?
Dice Foon. No one played it though. They played it in the OCG.
Spell and trap hate. No, but I mean like anti hate, whether it be like spell or trap destruction or like monster destruction. Imperial Revolution. The counter trap Starlight Road.
The Huge Revolution is over.
Yeah, Huge Revolution is over. That card was super neat, and My Body as a Shield also.
My Body, yeah.
Those were 2 slept-on cards.
My Body was sweet. Ooh. That was played a lot. It was never played, and then it saw a bunch of play.
It saw a lot of play in Zodiac format like 2 years ago, and they also played... Was cool. What was the Monster Reborn card they played?
Shuffle Reborn?
Yeah, that was pretty slept on.
That's the only time that card has ever been relevant.
Yeah,
but My Body's been out since Marauding Captain's been out, and Marauding Captain's been out since like the birth of the game.
It's true.
So like that
Adam Block played that card.
Yeah, that's always what I think about.
You're welcome, Adam Block, by the way, for giving you that tech for your Nats top.
But talking about that, what was another? For me, another trap card that I liked that was like bad but then became relevant was Memory of an Adversary.
Ooh.
That was a good one. That was a
You're
super
just talking about
underrated
Fire
card.
Fist format.
I know.
Oh my god, dude!
I know. Like, I mean,
hated
obviously, I
that
played
card.
a lot.
It's just like D-Bury or Steal Your Dude. Or,
Yep.
Or D-Prison.
Yeah, it
I
was
just
crazy.
got
Flashback.
a memory from an adversary.
I remember playing that card, and then it was just garbage, and then in Fire Fist format, it was nuts. So, I mean, like, yeah, the 2 cards I remember from Fire Fist format, I guess. So,
It was a good format.
it was a great format.
Nobleman Crossout saw.
There's
played then too,
Georgia,
'cause
yeah,
it
in
had
the
Georgia.
side deck.
Yeah.
That was a great
Skill
format.
Prisoner. That was
yo,
what's
Skill
up. Yeah.
Prisoner.
Mhm.
Oh,
Wow, that format was nuts.
It had some hype text in that
Oh
format.
my
That
God.
format was sweet.
It was really open.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that
for
was sick.
being like linear of like play A, B, or C.
There's hella text.
Fire Fist, Mermail,
Yeah.
Geargia, that was the 3. But there was so much like metagaming between the 3 because
There
you're
was
just like,
also like spell books, and I played Fire Kings.
I think was Dino Rabbit still a thing
It
at
might
that
have
time?
I think that was the tail end of Dino
The rabbit deck was like
format.
Evil Storms then. Or no, Evil Storms weren't good then.
I'm not sure.
I think it was the tail end of that format.
Anyways, stop talking about the really good formats.
Well,
What
that
was,
segues into one of my sleeper cards, which is Sabersaurus / Caboozles.
Oh yeah,
Most slept on cards ever.
Resting.
I
true,
disagree.
People resting on them.
I
true.
think Gem Knight Garnet is the most slept on.
Oh, that
monster.
could be actually.
That's a good one. Well, Michael, you have it written down. Brilliant Fusion.
Yeah. It was not very good when it first came out. And then people realized, wow, they made a really good fusion monster for Gem Knights.
I
that
could
is
summon again.
that is totally irrelevant to Gem Knights.
Yeah.
Like you have Armadillo and you have
Armadillo.
Alexandrite. That's it. Like those are the only ones that you're going to normal summon.
And
Everything
some of the
else
gem-
gets an effect
and the-
from hand.
And the Geminis, some of them, like I think the idea was that you summon one of the
And then you
Geminis,
summon them
again.
and then
I
you
didn't
use
even think about
Seraphite
that.
to like
you normal
summon it again.
You normal summon Amber, and then you normal summon Amber again,
Yeah,
and then what do
yeah.
you know? Amber's actually good. Or you could just be smart and play Supervise.
But I'm just saying that's probably their thinking. They weren't thinking people were going to abuse it and any
Every deck.
that plays a light monster and then just go,
You didn't even have to play a light monster. Just splash in the electromagnetic turtle.
Snow.
Slept on.
Oh,
Snow.
fuck. We didn't even say that.
And
Damn,
then-
Snow.
We don't
We
need
don't
to
need
talk
to-
about Snow
I
because
just want to wipe that out of my memory.
she deserved to be there. Ethan, if you're watching.
Oh, no.
I love Snow
But-
too.
I think Brilliant
Sorry,
Fusion
Alex.
it's
She
definitely
needed
like
to be
in a
there.
bad
It was her
deck.
time.
just constantly been like up and up since it came out. Like it was just like not good, and then everybody was like, "Oh, I can just play it in any deck," and then it's like slowly now it's limited.
I think it was like I think it was like 2 months of people being like, "Oh shit, I pulled Brilliant Fusion. I'm not gonna use this."
No,
And
it
then
was just
like
garbage.
Out of the
within
8
2 months, people are like, "Oh, I can
Brilliant Fusion.
Dude, as soon as I saw that card, I was like, it sends from your deck like any. I thought it was broken because it's
Yeah.
just like right when shit all. Because I remember I picked up a bunch of Lady Brilliant Diamonds, not knowing that Seraph Knight was a card. So I was trying to break it with Lady Brilliant Diamond, and then I was like, "Oh, there's this one. You just send a light. Trick Cloud came out in this set too. Oh shit, yeah."
But I think we can go back to the topic of the vanilla monsters of Sabersaurus and Caboozles.
I
And just
was-
talk about
yeah.
how Dino Rabbit was like one of the best decks ever, and it just abused these 2 old vanilla dinosaurs that like
Hella
randomly
slept
became like $5 to $8 for just a 1700 vanilla dinosaur that's in water. Like, and it was so hard to find.
I feel really bad for saying this, but I don't think that you can say Caboozles and Sabersaurus are slept-on cards because I convinced Lewis McNichols to play twin-headed King Rex over Caboozles solely for Gozen match.
Interesting.
Yeah, I convinced him to play twin-headed King Rex. And he did it. And then he topped a regional. I could not believe it. I seriously
What
could
the
not
It's
hell?
believe
like,
it.
What
hey,
attribute is?
It's Earth.
It's
Twin-headed is Earth.
So you can rabbit into
So you
it.
can rabbit into that, double that, and then you could summon Pearl. You could
Oh,
summon
Pearl.
Pearl or Fairy King Alverdick.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so he was citing Gozen matches to go Fairy King Alverdick play Gozen match.
But
good luck
speaking
on
of,
that guy.
Speaking of rabbit format, goes with injectors. I see a card written on your list there called Safe Zone.
With an exclamation point, because
That's
that
not
card,
a danger card.
Oh,
very safe.
I get it now. No, yeah, Safe Zone saw a lot of play, and just like kind of fell off like the face of the earth. But like, it's had its time in the sun. You had your super neat ninja combo where you target your boss monster, and then nothing on your field can die. You had back when like the tail end of plant format when everybody was playing Caius. You just have a set save zone that I'll Caius your back row, and then you're just like, okay, I'll save zone your Caius. Like now we both are down a card. But I think that because after that card didn't see play, and then once Evil Swarms came, the cards all play again. So I think that was a very good slept on card. I think
I know Bryce played it in
a lot.
injectors.
I played it in injectors.
maybe it could come back today. Somebody try Save Zone.
I was a big fan of it when I was playing injectors. You put it on one of your injector monsters that just can't deal with it, so you can get the continual hornet pops, searching stuff. And I also played Fossil Dyna in that deck because I was playing the Black Garden injectors. So sometimes, sometimes I would just
that was so tight.
have the Fossil Dyna safe zone and then just keep summoning injectors and popping stuff, and they can't special summon. So
That was nice.
That was a good one. That's good. Speaking of not being able to special summon monsters, I think one of the best ones is Vanity's Emptiness,
hella slept
which was just one of the most slept on cards. I'm pretty sure, I know, everybody thought this card was just garbage.
Yeah.
Right off the start.
We mentioned it.
It was just awful.
Last week.
on. Yeah, I was gonna say like all floodgates almost.
Yeah.
Slept on.
But
A lot of-
Emptiness more so because everybody was like, well, it leaves your field when another card leaves the field. That's terrible.
And my
Mhm.
opponent
And
can
then-
interact with this flood.
Yeah, that's awful. And then you realize like, oh wait, no, that's why it's really, really broken. Like
Well, and then they made Start a Spark.
start a spark, and then and then they got limited, and then it was at 3, then it got limited. Now it's banned.
Yeah.
Just shows where a card can go. It started from the bottom. Now we're here on the ban list.
Fewer
But
cards
that's-
at your goal.
I believe the term you're looking for is a rags to riches story.
and then back to rags because you're banned now. But I
Literal
mean,
riches is like a $15 common. Actually, it was like a $30 common. It was a $30
It was
common.
going for solid 25s.
I like one of the cards you have on here because I always have this debate with people. So we play GOAT format a lot, and I think a lot of people in the YGOU community play GOAT format. And there's so many arguments about what you can play and what you can't play. And I think 2 of those cards are Enemy Controller and Trap Dust Shoot.
Enemy controllers too far in the future.
No, Enemy Controller was out at the time.
What?
And people did not play it because it wasn't good. But you could play it because it came out at the same time, so you could tribute your scapegoat tokens and take monsters. But nobody
Gosh.
played it, so you're not allowed to play it.
It's
'cause,
really
like,
awkward because I played back in that format and I played enemy controller. But anyways,
I'm just saying it didn't do well. Like, no top deck list played Enemy
No.
Controller. It wasn't popular at all. Same with Trap Dust Shoot. Trap Dust Shoot is
100% agree.
insane. And it would be so good in that format. Being able to look at your opponent's hand in a format where like all you're worried about is +1 all the time. Now I
And
get
if
to
they
know.
have Sinister Serpent.
Yeah, now I get to know exactly what's in your hand. Yeah, it's almost format breaking. And then people always talk about, well, now we're playing modern Go Control. I'm just like, no, like you're playing a 2005 format. You're gonna play how you played it in 2005, but you were just reminiscing, not trying to improve upon this old format.
If
Like,
you look at like the GOAT format tournaments that had like ARG a couple of years ago, like people I guess improved upon it. They like changed their decks like hella. People play like triple upstart and shit. I was
in
like,
2014,
the fuck?
I mean, Dueling Network had a bunch of the GOAT format tournaments. I think Duelist Grounds were holding them, and Kyle Perovich was one of the first people to play like Xarian Universe. So that's always like a debate too. Is like, oh, people didn't play Xarian Universe; they played the Aqua Dude, the whale. What's his name?
Abyss Soldier.
Thank you, Abyss
Oh,
Soldier.
yeah.
They played him instead of Xarian, and then that's like the huge debate. So I just don't like how that format goes. We're not going to talk about that, but I think those 2 are like big indicators of what we're definitely slept on.
Yeah. Alex, I want to know some of your pillow talking cards.
Well, I really like Enemy Controller. It was like not really. It like got played in like plants, and then it saw like dies down, and then Jeff Jones played it in his really aggressive Shadal deck, where he was just like, "I'm gonna borrow whatever I can to kill you,
And then smack you in
yeah. Like it even made like Cliff Fort's like an okay matchup because you could be like, I'm gonna take your 18, and I just need to find a little bit more right now.
Heck, or you could even take their. You could take the fatties with that, right?
Yeah, as long as
Yeah.
you can use their dude after you attack with it, then it's like good. Like in that deck, you would like El Shadal Fusion.
God, I
It-
hated that so much.
But right now you can just like take whatever you want and link with it, and I think it's probably a really good tool right now.
Oh, so I guess going off of that, another slipped on card was Mind Control.
Definitely
Yeah.
mind control. I was about to say that. I was
that
about
card-
to say that.
That card didn't see the light of day until Synchro format.
Yeah,
Synchros,
until you
yeah.
can start using pretty much anything.
And then
you
we'd
can,
always
like,
have to debate mind control versus
justify
brain
it.
control.
Brain
What's
control,
better?
Brain control. It's not even. I can win the game with brain control.
That's true.
800.
But I just remember
life
we'd always
points,
talk
that's a big
about that.
cost.
And then they brought brain control back. Remember? And then everybody was like, mind control was still banned, and then they brought brain control back for
There's-
one format, like
But
one
they
ban
nerfed,
list.
They nerfed the brain control now though. They brought back Snatch Steal, and then
Yep,
unba-
and then they realized what they did
unbanned
wrong.
it for like one period, and then they just banned it again.
And
They're
there it's like, whoops.
well,
We thought you guys weren't going to
I
abuse
guess
it.
people are
but-
dying. for Snatch Steal? Weird.
Well, we thought,
Awkward.
they got 1,000 life points, so
I remember just stealing a Vanity Fiend, and they were just done for.
dude, that's happened to me.
I just stole their Vanity Fiend. I was just gonna lose. And I was just like, now you're losing, bitch.
Oh, another card that was kind of slept on, going off of Maxx C and kind of the hand traps. I just remembered it was Effect Veiler. Like Effect Veiler wasn't like highly sought after right away.
I feel like it was.
I think that's false.
Was
I
it
think It's
really?
a false
I
statement.
don't
Yeah.
remember it being like highly wanted.
That was like people
That
were taking
warning
out Doom
duality.
Calibers from their main deck because
For
Effect
Effect Veiler.
Veiler was coming out because there was finally a way to interact with your opponent on their turn without having to play trap cards or without having to use your normal summon to go, okay, Doom Caliber pass.
Huh. Maybe
Because
I just
that
remember
was-
it wrong.
Because that was the
That was
the
Genesis,
very
right?
it was Duelist Revolution.
Revolution.
But that was like the end of Synchro Cat. That was the end of Caliber Cat. That was the start of Samurais. Well, the soon-to-be start of Samurais. No, I think Effect Veiler is quite the opposite, personally. Maybe now
It
could
was
be
a
Slepticon
revolution
now.
of the way people played the game.
But yeah, it revolutionized how hand traps should be made. Because, like Maxx C, when it first came out, it was like, okay, like
Remember
they're
Maxx
going to
C,
summon
didn't
a Stardust, and then they're going to end their turn. And then
You would
Effect
still
Veiler-
draw like 3 off that.
yeah, you'd still draw 3 off of that, yeah. But then like they made Veiler and like, oh my god, dude, like when Effect Veiler came out, Effect Veiler was insane. And that besides duality, that is the only reason I wanted that set was to get a playset of Ultimate Effect Veiler.
Duelist Genesis.
That card was
Didn't
insane.
or Duelist Revolution, right?
Yeah, it's Duelist Revolution. It's got the
It came with
the
warning
fusion
in it,
on it.
right?
Yeah, the
Duality.
Warning and Scrap Dragon.
Yeah, it had a lot of
and-
good cards in that set. I remember now.
duality.
yeah, and duality, but that card
I think another fun one to talk about. I think this is more of a hero to zero talk. Is Battle Fader. Like it was
Elaborate.
When it
please.
first
crazy
came out.
overrated when
It
it, was
seems-
first came
Yeah.
out.
it
Oh,
sees
yeah.
teeny
Teeny amounts of
Tiny.
money.
It's better than
tiny
Scarecrow
bits
right
and
now.
splashes.
It does, but when it first came out, that piece
Oh,
was $80.
everybody-
Battle
It's
Fader.
everybody
because you
was
got
loving it.
Caius on the mind. You're
And
like,
Yeah.
everybody wanted 3
I'm not
of them.
dying, and I'm Caius.
And I
you.
got a
Yeah.
tribute fodder. Now you dying.
Everybody wanted 3 of them. I remember I pulled 2 and I was just like, "Let's go," and traded them off right away. I was
Yeah,
just
you
like,
traded one to my dad.
"Yeah, I remember," because I was just like, "Let's go," pulled Battle Fader, and then I like opened my next sneak peek and pulled an ultimate one. I was like, "Let's go!" About to trade this off too. Like, that's another card that was like hero to zero for sure. I mean, there's a bunch of cards that have been like that, but what's another good one that was like slept on at the start,
I was gonna say
Just
beginning of
Marisol
the
play.
end.
beginning of the end? Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
it's like-
I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's
Because
finding
seeing a
its
lot of play
spot.
now. Like,
Yeah.
that's a really relevant one now because like Dangers are playing it like still now.
Yeah, you want to talk about a relevant slept on card? How about
Sure.
Thunder Dragon?
That's true.
They kind of forced it though.
Yeah, a little bit. but
They kind of forced it a little bit, but that's fine. That's fine.
that's a
You
good
can
one.
you can get a shove to wake up.
All right.
How about Into the Void? That didn't get seen play until like Exodia.
You only put that in dumb stuff.
But no, because Infernity Decks played it for when they bricked monsters because they played when the deck came out. They played like 12 monsters.
That's
Which
a lot.
is a lot for an Infernity deck, to be honest. Okay,
And if you just draw them, you just set them. No problem.
so for this format,
Yeah, for this format.
what do you think is a slept-on card that could see play? My pick, I already said it. Thank you, Samuel. I think Galaxy Cyclone could see like a lot of relevant play.
I think maybe a
Especially
heavy,
against
heavy
Altergeist.
Storm Duster. Maybe it's not that slept on, but I think it's going to be very popular. Just because, like, it's like Twin Twister. You don't have the discard cost. And, yeah, that's about it. But
I
it's
think
just
it's already
hella
seen
hype.
play, but summon limit.
Yeah.
Like
Summon
the
limit,
original Summon Limit?
like summon limit.
Oh,
the trap card.
I had it played on me
Okay.
yesterday. I scooped.
Yeah.
Really?
The new Thunder Dragon deck plays Curious and then Nightmare Griffin. And
Yeah, so you send whatever
they
you want
they
and
send
put it on
whatever
the
trap
field.
card they want and then add it to their hand.
Or it sets
So-
it to the field.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So they main deck Imperial Order, just one. And then the
Oh
Imperial
my
Order
God.
game 1. And then depending on what you're playing, they'll side in either Eradicator or Summon Limit.
It's a hard combo to do though because you need the three same attribute different type monsters for Curious
Like
and then
Dangers.
one more monster. Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
it still is like 5 cards
Dang.
total for you to get.
But
what
you
you
actually
want.
need 2 more monsters because if you just summon Griffin, you can't activate it because it has to be linked. So
Oh
you
yeah,
have
you
to have
need something for it to
another
point to or
monster.
be
Yeah.
pointed to.
Yeah. But I mean like it was happening consistently enough to me and Ethan where I would play Prank Kids, summon my Battle Butler, and then he'd be like, "All right, cool, scoop." And then he'd go first, and then he'd set Imperial Order, and I'd be like, "All right, cool, scoop." Like we were just going back and forth. Like we went back and forth like 12 games like that. And so I think Summon Limit now we've been talking about it, and like that card is just ridiculously good right now because
Yeah,
like,
against BA Danger, like you can't do anything.
hey, like, Thunder Dragon, every deck they're like summon my 2 monsters, and then you're like, "All right, cool, Summon Limit," and they're like, "I
Oh.
guess I can't link
So I guess
anymore."
your turn is done?
Yeah, you're like, "My turn."
So if your
So-
first play isn't Pankratops, you lose.
Yeah,
Slept
pretty
on
much.
card, Psy Blocker.
Hey,
Because you could-
I know
That's a
you
good
love that
one.
card.
You can use it on something that's on the field already giving you problems, like a Floodgate or like just even. I remember I played it when it first started, and Master Hyperion just came out, and people would have their giant fairy on the field and be like, "I'll just call that, and I hope I don't die."
You can't attack with it either, can you?
Yeah, you can't use it, and use applies to like pretty much
Everything-
touching the physical
Everything
card.
but discard,
Well, I guess in that sense, like the Herald deck playing Mystical Shine
except
Ball.
for cost.
Yeah, you can't use it for a cost either.
Yeah, I remember someone tried
Ball got hella.
arguing with
slept
me
on.
that I couldn't play card destruction because they called Grapha, and I had 2 Graphas in my hand. And he's like, "Yeah, if you have Grapha in your hand, you can't play card destruction because I
Like,
you
sideboard
can't
what?
use it.
And I was like, I'm not using it. Like this thing just says to dump my entire hand. And I beat him. I discarded a beige and summoned the beige off card destruction. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's right.
poke over
Then
your
you bounce
dark.
for Grapha.
F you.
No, I couldn't do
No,
But, like,
but you're
for-
not using it. It's
If
just
you guys
a
remember
summon
the
condition.
Herald decks, like Mystical Shine Ball, underrated card
I think they forced that though,
with the
in a sense of
Xyz mechanic,
bringing.
or even synchro.
Well, yeah, with the Xyz mechanic, the synchro mechanic, but like they brought the
How about the
agent
vanilla?
support.
Oh, he was a tuner.
How about the level 6 vanilla then? The Gaiaku Aku Megatama.
the one. That's the one you
Get
use
zoom
for.
tight.
No, I'm serious. The
That
one that you
card?
sent with
No,
Herald. the
it's-
vanilla
she's got,
berry,
like,
the
green
6-star.
hair. Use it for.
Oh,
ARA for
Yeah.
That card literally only saw play until it came out in Herald.
I think it's like Gyakutsu Megatami or something.
Gyaku
like that. I don't
Katu
even
I
know.
think
Megatama or
Alex was
something.
close.
I'm on the
Yeah, I'm
right
pretty sure.
track.
Underrated
it's
card.
something like that.
Literally garbage
It's like
until it came out in
GY,
Herald.
and there's a K and a T and a O and a U somewhere, and then
It
it's
has
like
several
Megan
syllables.
something.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that can be an underrated card. Literally didn't see play until Herald.
I think it was accurately rated until new cards came out.
All right.
But it just became like randomly really good. Like it was crazy.
What do you guys think then from all the cards we've gone over was like the most slept on?
Enemy controller. You can enemy controller someone's Borreload in the battle phase and then link it away later with the thing you take from them.
I forgot that they made the anniversary pack version of this.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
I
did.
have a bunch of those.
Gakuteno Megami.
There.
I put my "t" in the wrong spot. I put it in the second part.
I think My vote has to go for Emptiness. It went from like 0 to hero.
Rags to
To
riches.
Just
band.
like that.
Yeah.
Literally a $30 common.
I remember that.
Ridiculous.
That was nuts. And like it was a must-have 3 of. Like you have to have 3 of this card, or you're just so much at less. Like you're at so much of a less
Gates
disadvantage.
fusion and stops their whole turn.
And the booster packs for that set were
Broken.
just ridiculously expensive. Like it was crazy.
Like they were pretty good too. Like
It was a
because they had
short-printed set.
because Emptiness was short print, and then the entire set was short print.
it had
And then you
Majesty's Fiend in
had,
it. Pretty sure it had Majesty's Fiend in
I
it.
don't know, but I know it had Formula Synchron.
Majesty's Fiend came out around
And
the
it had,
time
Shooting
Shadal's
Star.
and Burning Abyss came out.
Yeah.
You're going crazy.
God, there's a lot of cards I love on this list.
We
We didn't mention it, but like Solemn Scolding, that card was slept on.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me, I apologize, folks. I don't. My answer probably won't be popular, but I'm from that format, and I'm from when that card was played. But I think that Maxx C was absolutely slept on when it first came out. I bought them at a YCS, or maybe it was Nationals, for
Probably Nationals.
15, 18 bucks a piece. I played them in the event, and no, it was Nationals. It was Nationals when I went to. I was 5-0, and then I got crushed by Gravekeepers in my feature match.
Yes,
You
I
guys
remember
might-
that.
Shout out
Yes.
to Omaha feature matches.
Shout out
They
to
don't
Omaha
end
feature
well.
matches, never ever going well.
Whoa,
I
I won at my YCS.
Good shit.
I went
Good shit.
I went
Bryce.
against
Holy
a
moly.
guy who
Broke the
got
curse.
5th place at the previous YCS. And yeah, I just got bodied. I was playing Water Tengu Synchro. If you don't know
Oh,
what
shout
that
out.
deck, if you don't know what that deck
That is
does,
sick.
it's
good
and you
for
have
you.
spare time,
Google it.
don't do it. No, yeah, I'd have to go with Maxx C. I think that card was slept on when it first came out, and then
Now it's banned.
it's that rags to riches story. Except Maxx C is still rich.
It's banned now.
'Cause it's banned.
but-
That's the ultimate.
That's the
that-
goal.
That's the goal for any Yu-Gi-Oh card. If a Yu-Gi-Oh card is not banned, it's poor. It's cheap. It's not
Yeah.
good.
It's
I'll
Would,
tell you
um,
that.
It's
when
like
it came
going
out,
to
it was
heaven.
pot
It's like
agreed,
ascending.
and then the like 2 months after that, it was like draw 3, and then
How about
like,
Dimension
as it keeps
Fusion?
going, it's just more and more and more.
Ooh,
Dimension
no.
Fusion.
No,
That's
I
a
guess.
hero to. That's a 0 to hero real quick and then banned real quick.
It
don't
was
know.
pretty relevant when it first came out. There's
Yeah,
like
With the
there's
spell
even the
economic
Go.
stuff. I
There's
guess
even no like there's like strike ninja combos with DMOC when DMOC was at 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
that shit.
Scout Planes.
Yeah.
that's true. That's fair. But then Return Dad happened.
What about you?
What?
He
My
said
favorite
Econ.
slept on
Your
card?
favorite was Econ? Did we do
Uh,
it yet?
Uh,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, What's your favorite
so
slept on
sorry.
card?
I like the one Alex said. I think Garnet is pretty up there just because like it comes out of a random hidden arsenal. It's just some garbage normal
It
monster.
happens to be the biggest one. Of
And
the
it's just like you just open it, you're like, what the hell is this shit?
why is this in my deck? Oh wait,
it's not
I
like
remember.
Cabbage Walls where it's a common. It's a foil. Like, or
Would
it's
that
a
go for
DT.
Gemini
You have the
Amber now?
DT.
What?
Would that go for Gemini Amber?
Maybe even.
Because
But
that was played in Thunder Dragons.
I don't know.
But Garnet saw way more play than
Yeah.
Amber,
Over the
unfortunately.
past like 5 years, I don't know when Brilliant Fusion was released, but Garnet is like definitely the most played normal monster of all
with
time.
that combo.
And now rest in peace.
You
You'll never see play again.
mean Brilliant Fusion? Because
no, Garnet. The true
I think
MVP.
another one for me, I just thought about it just now, was Tuner Scheme.
Was that where you take their synchro?
Yeah, when they synchro summon, you take it. And it came out in like the set that synchros came out in, and I read it and I was just like, "Sweet, I can't afford a Goyo Guardian. I'm just gonna take theirs." Because this
take
is
your Goyo
when I was like
Guardian.
13. So then I was like, I need this garbage super card so I can play against their $70 Goyo Guardian. Like,
Smashing Ground.
I played that card forever. Oh my god.
slept
For
on.
me,
Creature swap.
another one is Giant Rat, but that's just a personal one.
That card was not
Mataz
slept
with
on,
the
folks.
Zapper.
Rude.
I think that's it.
Tell us your most slept on card in
Yeah.
the comments below.
And your favorite one that we said, and then
And
vote who had the best.
I
one.
would like to hear what you think is today, a current meta relevant slept on card.
And then your future predictions too. We want to hear everything about cards. We're trying to scheme you guys out of money. scam you guys. Come on.
Don't say that part.
Oops.
Scratch that last part.
Whoops. My bad. Anyways, catch us on the next